Distinguished greetings, my name's Ryan and I know Ike, and today we might be setting off on the greatest journey ever. Today we're playing Minecraft in version 1.0.17, and this is going to be an ongoing thing, an ongoing series. We're going to be doing a, as you can probably tell, Let's Play style. We're bringing it back, bringing back the Let's Play. For Minecraft, which is so exciting. The reason that I wanted to play on this version in particular is because I like it the best. I think this is one of the last versions. I know there's a lot of people that really are into like beta Minecraft, and I am one of those people. I'm really into the older versions. Maybe in the future we can do a version on 1.1. I've got a TU11 Xbox 360 version of Minecraft, which is super exciting. So maybe we'll do a little bit of a series on that one day. But for now, we're going to be playing on 1.0.17. This is going to be what I would consider a sort of forever world. So yeah, the reason that I like this version is kind of how I always say, like, I really like the new versions of Minecraft. I think it's cool that they continue to add things, like you paid 25 bucks for the game, you know, one day, and you know, now you can have this game for basically forever. And that's awesome. You know, I think that's an incredible business model that most games don't do anymore. A lot of, you know, in-game purchases for everything you can imagine, which I don't think is a good thing. So like, to that respect, obviously I love it. I just like the simplicity of these versions. I think once they kind of split off into Bedrock, and holy crap, you're so fast, dude. Oh my lord. Once they split off into like Bedrock and kind of started adding all of those things, and they started doing the little drops and stuff, I think it got a little bit too saturated with stuff that the game doesn't necessarily need. I always use the comparison. I saw it on a guy's video. He's a beta Minecraft YouTuber. I can't remember the guy's name. If I remember while I'm posting this video, I'll link his thing in the comments, his channel, because he's got a ton of really cool videos. But he compared it to, like, you have a bedroom, right? And you've got your 10 or 20 pieces of furniture in it, you know? And then somebody goes in there and adds like 300 pieces of furniture. And they're like, oh, well, I didn't take your furniture out, so like, why are you upset? And you're like, well, I'm not like upset that you added a bunch of furniture. Like, you're right. Like, I'm in the room still, and there's still a bunch of furniture, and that's cool. But like, there's too much. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I think it's all right. It is great, and I really appreciate that, you know, that they do what they do. But I do really like these older versions, so that's why we're playing in it today. But let's just get on with it. There's a jungle right here, which is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can grab a sapling from this tree. I would consider myself a builder. If I'm able to, I'm gonna try and stick some older screenshots of builds on screen so you can kind of see. I would consider myself a builder, but this series I am going to not really focus on that. I'm going to see if I can just kind of have fun, build stuff, you know, take it like the good old days is kind of the idea here. So that is what I'm going to try and do, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully we have a good time, and just take it chill. I think Minecraft videos in this day and age are way too fast-paced. People just don't know how to slow down. And that's kind of what I want to do here, is just like take it real slow, keep it relaxed. You know, maybe we do 1 or 2 things per video. I think a good goal for us on this video would maybe just to like get a base started, you know, find a place to call home. You know, maybe explore a little bit. And if we can do that today, that would just be awesome. I think that would be a good goal to try and meet. So let's plan on that. Yeah, so my point was saying that I would consider myself builders. I like to have all of the saplings like first thing. You know, my first day or two goals are typically to, you know, find a place to live and hopefully get one of every sapling along the way. So every sapling that I pass, every tree type that I pass, get at least one sapling and then continue moving on. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. Hopefully I'm able to find some like exposed stones soon, because I don't want to have to necessarily like dig into the ground. But maybe I'll kind of just wait to do that until it gets dark, so that I can kind of just like camp myself in a hole for a couple seconds, grab some stone, make a furnace, cook some food, and then you know, see where we're at. Let's grab this melon, because that's going to be super helpful for later on. Something that is still really good in this version are melon and pumpkin farms. You know, you don't really see that too frequently anymore now that they've... wow. Now that they've kind of updated how the villager trading works, you don't really see a lot of that kind of thing anymore, but they are still pretty good in this version. So, you know, that's what we're going to try and think about moving forward. Oh, shoot. That was a fantastic jump. Wow, you're incredible, Ryan. Okay, let's jump up here. What time is it? Okay, over halfway through the day. That's cool. Not a lot of like stuff going on. I don't love settling in the jungle. It's so much clearing out, and for what, you know? But I think I will go ahead and just get my stone. I need desperately to you know, cook food, because I am getting to a point where I will get very hungry soon, and I don't really want to have to slow myself up too much by having to not be running just so that I can make my base at nighttime or whatever. So I think I'm gonna try and get stone now so that I can make my oh yeah, okay, so I can make my furnace and just cook some food right now. I don't have a lot to cook food with, but we're gonna have to just do that for now. What else am I able to make here? I can make that. I can make that. Let's go ahead and make that as well. I don't need a shovel right now, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. I think a good goal too, like long term, might be to try and get all of the achievements. I think that could be a really fun thing to try and accomplish, and a really chill thing to try to accomplish. Good goals. I think it's good to like early on set some easy goals for yourself. I think keeps it interesting long term. So that is what we are going to try and do. Let's go ahead and just empty that out and get back on the road. Oh yeah, that's another thing I probably need to make right now is a bed. Okay, moving on. Let's just try and see how far we can get. I don't really know how big this jungle is. I know I set the biomes to medium, so you know, I I think that makes them like a good enough size. Like in survival in particular, this version is plenty large. I know some people kind of complain about the world sizes. You know, obviously they're not infinite, like in, well, basically infinite like Java or New Bedrock. I mean, it's so big that it's like you're not gonna ever reach the end, on a regular playthrough at least. There's some dogs. I don't have any bones though, so that's kind of off limits. There's another one, man. I am kind of in the middle of a playthrough on my Xbox 360 right now, which I just kind of mentioned that I played some of, and it's been such fun. I haven't played that version since, you know, probably a couple of years ago. So getting back into the swing of that and kind of the feel, like, it is so different. I don't think people give enough credit to the fact that every version of Minecraft that comes out is so distinctly different from the last. Like, it's not like, you know, your Skyrim versions. There's 30 different versions of the game, and they're all kind of the same thing. Just one is called the Anniversary Edition, and no, every single version of Minecraft is so different from the last version. It really does make me want to have all the versions, you know, which I don't think is something that you really get with other games. That kind of makes, you know, coming back to Minecraft and coming back to the other versions of the game, it's like a ton of fun, which I don't think you get from a lot of other games. So it's really cool to jump in, especially on versions that I really enjoy. I didn't really play this version a lot whenever it was out initially. I played the Xbox 360 edition, and I never had it connected to the internet, so it's literally on TU11. You know, it like so old, and I never updated it, and so I still have that version. I played that version for years and years and years until this version of Minecraft came out. I got back into it at about 1.12 maybe. And then, you know, continued updating and updating and updating. And, you know, now we're at, what is it even? 1.25 or something? I don't even know. I haven't really played a lot of, because I am a console player. So I haven't really played a lot of other versions of the game in a while. I haven't really jumped in. So I'm kind of out of the loop a little bit, you know, which is kind of odd for me, because I used to just be so, ooh, spruce wood, let's go over. Yeah, I used to be so into it, you know. I'd never miss an update. I'd always play. But I haven't in a long time, and I got back into this particular version of the game about a year ago. I did a little playthrough of my own, you know, beat the Ender Dragon. Kept it pretty relaxed. I didn't play a ton, but I forgot how much I liked this version. You know, if I had ever wanted to play like a, you know, retro version of the game, I would always just do my 360 version, which is definitely old, and it shows its age for sure. I don't know if you guys have like hopped into an old version like that ever. Totally worth it, even if you're, you know, you don't actually want to do it like quote unquote full time, you know. Like, I think it's totally worth like hopping in and just kind of experiencing what those older versions have to offer, because it is like, it's so different, especially like those in-between versions. A lot of people are, you know, they talk about Bedrock, or not Bedrock, they talk about like the legacy versions, but you know, typically when people are like the legacy versions, they think of versions like this, or they think about like beta Minecraft, you know, or alpha. Like, you'll see a lot of videos out of people playing those versions, but never like 1.17 in particular, or 1.9 or something like that. You know, it's like an in-between versions. There's like some things from the modern versions, but mostly it's not, you know. And I think that these versions have a lot to offer that you just don't see from the newer versions, which I thoroughly enjoy. Like I said earlier, I really just like the feel. I like how simple these versions are. I think it just kind of keeps the game interesting, and I think keeps your creativity at a peak, because it's like, you know, the lack of blocks. It makes you have to really think about building things in a totally different way. And, you know, as I would consider myself a builder, it really kind of helps my brain just not have to work too hard. And I can just like build whatever. Like, I love making bases in the ground. I'm a big like secret base guy. You know, I'm playing on a single player world. I'm gonna make a secret base. Who am I hiding from? Absolutely nobody. But it's like, it's still fun to do, you know? So why not? And just making the game cozy. I love that like weird liminal feeling that these older versions give you, because it's so empty and Ugh, it just gets me going, man. I'm just so excited. It's so exciting to play versions like this, especially in front of people. Me and my sister, all growing up, we used to like pretend to be YouTubers. You know, we'd watch people like Stampy and iBallistic Squid and Ash Dub, Amy Lee. You know, some of these like older YouTubers for the Minecraft world. You know, a lot of people think of like Dan TDM and those guys. I never really watched them too frequently, but yeah, Stampy and Squid, like I watched so many videos of them, and me and my sister used to pretend to be like YouTubers. We'd sit down in our basement together and play a world and just get into, you know, just messing around and doing stuff. And they were not good builders. You know, they kind of just messed around and did whatever, and that was just fun. I think that, you know, the Minecraft community has kind of gotten away from that vibe of Minecraft, just having a good time together and just being relaxed. And I'm trying to bring that back. Hopefully I can get a small little community of people that really like that feeling, because man, it's something that you just don't get everywhere. And I really hope that people just kind of get to see that. And I hope you guys enjoy this style. I know it's a little different from what people are pumping out nowadays. You know, it's just so fast paced, and you're putting in 300 hours per video. Obviously, I can't do that. I've got a full-time job, so you know, I don't really have the ability to put in that amount of time. Nor do I have the money to pay an editor to edit that video, because there's no way I'm editing a 300 plus hour video. Absolutely not. There's not a chance, dude. But whatever. What can you do? Okay. All that schmutz aside, this is just not an area that I want to settle in. I'm just struggling to find an area. I'm going to skip that coal for now. I'd like to really find a spot soon, because I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to record for 2 hours just for nothing to happen. So let's really hope to try and get something together here. Find an area that I'm digging. There's some dark oak wood here. I'm definitely going to grab 4 saplings for that, because as most of you know, you need 4 saplings in order to... Oh, yeah, also, heck yeah. Good greeting there. I miss that. I miss it so much. Let's grab these. These are my favorite flowers. I love the lilacs. I have to get them every single time I play. I'm gonna just, you know what? Let's just get up here and start chopping the tops off of trees, because I don't necessarily need the wood right now, and I don't really want to have to, like, sit around chopping trees for an extended period of time. So I'm gonna just try and collect here. That was 1 sapling. I need 3 more. I'm not getting super lucky right now, which is a little unfortunate. Definitely not getting lucky. Something I learned recently from a guy named Rovant on YouTube. He's super cool. He makes, like, I guess Minecraft anomaly videos is kind of like his shtick. Very cool. Very interesting to watch. But apparently I learned that Minecraft leaves have seeds. Like, it's linked to the seed. And so every time you load up a world on a particular seed, you're going to get the same, like, drops out of the trees. Who knew? Not me. I don't know. Maybe am I dumb for that? I feel like that's something that nobody ever talks about. Which, okay, finally I got the 4. Like, who? I don't know. Did you guys know that? I feel like that's not something that's super well known. But what do I know? I don't. So what? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's just hop up and around the corner here. There's more coal. which is great. I don't necessarily need it right now, though. I'm definitely going to get my fill worth later, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Hopefully something cool just pops up around the edge here. Okay, an ocean. I do like the idea of settling on water. I think that water can be very pretty. But is that something I really want to do? I don't know. Is this the water that I want to settle by? That is the question. Because I'm not really digging this water. I'm also really hoping that I don't just like get to the end of the world and like not like where I'm at. So that's something else to think about for sure. Let's kind of just hike it back that direction, I suppose. Let's make a boat, take a nap, and then keep going. How's that? Let's just do that. Where would it be? In the Minecraft section? I need a shovel for that? What are we talking about? Oh, okay. And they're colored boats, so I have to use specific wood. Oh my lord. Okay. What a pain. That's insane. I didn't know that that was a thing. What the heck is that about? Okay. Grab that. Let's go. Ocean Monument. That's very good to know. I do feel like this version always had a lot of ocean monuments, so maybe that's not something that I have to worry too much about. But very good to know for the late future. I do really like to build with Dark Prismarine. I think it is such a cool looking block. So, you know what? Let's go this way. Let's see what there is. That's the border. Okay, so let's hop out here then. Okay. There is no swimming. I think that was about the point where I started kind of feeling like this about Minecraft. Like, it was cool. Then there was the swimming, and I was like, okay, I'm super into this. And then it was the villager update or whatever. That's super cool. Love it. And then it was, what was it, Nether? I think it's a much needed update. 1.14, was that what that was? No, that was 1.16. And then we had bees. I think that's when I started tapering off, for real, was bees. Because it's cool, but... Ooh. Okay. Do I want to go down? I'm gonna do it. I want whatever is in here. Let's, yeah, we might end the video down below. Let's see. I feel like this is definitely something I want to explore, so I'm gonna say it's totally worth it. All of these torches are gone, though. That's pretty weird. Let's see. Ooh, this is so exciting. The reason I really am interested in this place is because there are going to be chests, hopefully. Technically not guaranteed, but I mean definitely not completely out of the question. So, yep, see, there you go, man. There's one already. Oh, there's that guy too. Let's just break it. Oh, crap. I don't need seeds. I don't need a single red tulip. I don't need a red mushroom. I want the name tag. Oh, this sucks. I don't need that. Do I want the chest? What can I get rid of? I don't necessarily need a minecart. I don't need a single oak sapling. Yes I do, because I don't have any. I don't need 4 pieces of lapis. I'm gonna have so much lapis later. Okay, maybe I don't want to be here down here right now. That's great and stuff. I'll have to, okay, let's do this. But I need that for my, okay. Here's what we can do. Here's the easiest thing for us to do, right? We screenshot and come back. This is so slow. Holy cow. Okay. Oh, dear. Now we're really in it. We are down here. Oh, dear. Okay. How do I get out? Oh, no.